This is the ultimate setup for a motorcyclist. Yes, I own a pickup truck because I have dirt bikes, I have to get to the trail. I've owned KTMs, I have to get to the shop. Occasionally I have to pick up a new motorcycle and get it home somehow. This is a collapsible canopy. It's called the Softopper. It's made down in Colorado. The idea is that I should always be able to have a canopy with me. So if I need to pick up something when I'm out and about at the dealership or maybe just a grocery run, I always want to have a canopy where I can keep things secured and protected in the back of the truck. But more importantly, if I'm just out and about or if I'm conducting a tour and I need to recover a motorcycle, I can collapse the canopy and I can put a bike in the back of the truck. That's pretty cool. Underneath my Softopper, I use a readyramp. This works both as a bed extender and as a bike ramp. Also, I'm using the Pro Taper straps, which I really like, on the motorcycle to hold it into place. And I put a couple of loops up here on the front of the truck just so I could strap in. I strap it to the front of the bed. That way it's always in place. I always have it in the truck. Also, if somebody wants to steal it, they have to work a little harder to get it. And it's always with me. Don't forget, if you're going to load a motorcycle, and I've done a couple of videos on this, make sure that you strap the ramp to the truck. What you don't want to do is get yourself hurt. Here's where things get fun. Once I've stowed the Softopper, the readyramp turns into a bed extender. It has a couple of clips that hook into the OEM or the factory tailgate locks. A couple down on the handle down below. And then on this side, same thing, kind of just presses down. And then, well, here, let me loosen it up a little more. There we go. And then I just pull those tight, and that locks into place. And where this really comes in handy is if I'm on a tour and I have to pick up a bike that's had a flat tire or something we cannot fix on the trail, we can still keep some of the gear in the back of the truck and the rest of it can get stowed on top in the basket. But also, this was really useful when I was carrying in multiple dirt bikes, or if I have two big bikes in the back. I've had the 800 GS and 1200 GS in the back and some other combinations where I'm not able to turn the bike diagonal and close the tailgate. This allows me to throw everything else in the back of the truck without it sliding out. It gives me good, useful space. The ramp is always with me. The Softopper is always with me. The straps are always in the truck. I'm ready no matter what. All of these are over 10 years old. I paid for all of them. I use them. They are fantastic. If you're looking for the ultimate setup, this is it. I always love those departing shots where I just drive away and leave a camera in the road, but obviously I had to come back to get it. Here's a couple of departing thoughts. The readyramp, I bought the first, as soon as I bought the truck in 2009. I've had the truck, used it a lot, and it has held up. I haven't had to replace anything other than the straps to tie it onto the truck. In time, the wet, the UV wore those out, and I had to order a new set. Inexpensive for something that's still durable and still being used today. They do have some updates and some changes to the new ramps, but they're all supposed to be improvements. So fantastic product. The Softopper is also, I bought that about the year after the truck, so it's about a year older or a year newer than the ramp itself. But again, 200,000 miles of driving all around. Just replaced the outer canvas on the truck, including the front and rear panels, and this is the reason why. They were still serviceable, but because it's always wet here, this material on the inside started to smell kind of moldy-ish, kind of misty like an old canvas does. And more importantly, the screen or the window it's not something I can see through anymore. It's all yellowed. It hasn't cracked. It's not unusable, it's just not very pretty. So I went ahead and did the update on it. Here's a really inexpensive detail that I added to my new top. The Softoppers all have Velcro on the bottom edge, and then on the back of the truck on the tailgate, you're supposed to put a sticky back Velcro here, and then it just sticks, which is convenient, but in time that Velcro gets dirty, dusty, and wears out, and then this ends up just flapping all over. Also, that sticky back Velcro on the back of the truck, it expands and contracts and expands and contracts when the weather changes, and eventually it looks like a worm. It's just rocky all the way across, it's faded, it's ugly. What I did was spend just a couple of dollars, bought an outdoor snap kit. I think I spent $11, and I got like 155 pieces, and I put 5 snaps on the back. I screwed them into the tailgate, and now it's more sturdy in the wind. It looks better, and it'll last me another 10 years if I keep the truck that long. Something I recommend to do to your kit if you go with the Softopper. So that's it, guys. Easy to use, inexpensive. I've purchased all of them. None of these are sponsored. None of these guys give me free stuff. I wouldn't tell you about if it wasn't something I thought was really nice. Also, I did mention the straps. The tie-down straps that I'm using right now are the Pro Taper straps. Again, these were not given to me. I had to purchase them. But one of the things I like about them is they have a soft strap built into the top, so you can run that around the bike without damaging your bike. And also, it has a closed loop on the bottom. So once you hook it to wherever you're anchoring that strap, it doesn't accidentally pop off. Not necessarily that it's this brand. As you guys know, I'm probably not very brand loyal. But if you're looking for a set of straps, definitely use soft straps, whether you add those additional or not, and put a clip, a closed-end clip on the end of it. The blue box that I'm standing on, this crate here is just a dirt bike crate. It's reinforced on the corners. It's not a milk crate. This is strong enough to put a smaller bike, a 200-300 pound bike, up on the crate without it collapsing. I keep it in the back of the truck for all my straps or anything that's just loose so it's not bouncing around in the bed of the truck. I can step up onto the tailgate, but I'd rather not take that extra risk, and I don't want to carry double ramps. Anyways, thought I would share. It's not as exciting as most of my videos with all the technique, but the reality is we all drive something, and sometimes the bikes just have to go to the shop, or you've got to get them to the trail. All right, now, for real, now I'm leaving. I told you I like those shots.